Good evening and welcome to Senior Recognition Night. Tonight we are honoring and recognizing the seniors for the incredible work they have put into NHS through their senior leadership projects, which can be viewed in the Commons, their service hours, and their committee work this past year. Tonight the seniors will receive their NHS cords, which can be worn on graduation to distinguish their leadership, scholarship, service, and character these past 4 years. Additionally, we will be recapping the successes of NHS this year and announcing and congratulating next year's officers. Thank you.
A major role of the National Honor Society is to plan and run Heart Week. For those of you that don't know, Heart Week is a spirit week that happens every February at Wayzata. The week starts off with Mr. Wayzata, which is a competition where guys in the senior class can compete and perform to win the title of Mr. Wayzata. This year's winner, Dhruv Methi, and runner-up, Bobby Isbell, both are in NHS and will be receiving cords tonight. The following day, there's a casino night, which is our school's winter semi-formal dance. Throughout the next week, there are sales where students can buy flowers, cupcakes, and singograms, which then they can send to their friends. All of the money raised through these sales and events, as well as additional money raised in every first block class, this year went to the charity Rain and Sarcoma. Rain and Sarcoma is a Minnesota-based charity that provides support for sarcoma patients and helps fund research towards a cure. This cause is especially important to many students at Wayzata High School because in the fall of 2015, current Wayzata High School junior Miranda Mead was diagnosed with Ewing's sarcoma. She is currently an advocate for childhood cancer awareness, and by choosing to raise money for this cause, we're choosing to support Miranda. I'm happy to announce that from Heart Week, we raised $11,700 for Ewing's sarcoma. We will be donating in honor of Miranda. Here tonight, we have a member of Rain and Sarcoma to tell us more about the charity.
You guys are phenomenal. That is all there is to it. I'm like, oh my gosh. 17 years ago, I sat where you sat. One of my best friends got a diagnosis, but it was a delayed diagnosis. And this over $11,000 that you guys have generated is going to go to help educate people so we get a faster diagnosis and a better survival rate. These sarcomas are really childhood cancers, and they don't have many people advocating for them. So everybody here, thank you, bless you, you're incredible. We are so, so incredibly grateful. But spread the news, spread the word. If there's a lump, bump, or bruise that's not going away, doesn't have to be painful, but you're like, this is sketchy, this is odd. Image, don't cut. If you cut into a sarcoma, they get a little feisty. They have a tendency to spread a little bit faster. We've got some educational flyers here, so if you want to read a little bit more about them, come check out our website. And for those juniors especially, or anyone who loves to volunteer and get a couple hours in, we've got an opportunity for you. 24th of July, it's a Monday night. I will give you unlimited carousel rides and lunch. Come and volunteer. We've got face painting, we've got carnival games, all sorts of stuff, so double duty. Have fun and get a couple hours in to make the world a better place and improve and continue with what you guys are doing. So on behalf of Miranda, who can't be here tonight, and many, many families who have been touched by sarcoma, thank you for your care, your passion, your consideration for this disease state, and continue to help us advocate, Kate, and share how we can make the world a little bit better and diagnose this faster and stop having sarcomas in the world. Thank you.
To continue, we now have a video about our year as NHS.
You're like gun down in the backyard. This simple season's all ours, yeah. Friendly storms seem to pull us back, still lukewarm. Ashtray heart attacks, daffodils, happy pills and Harriet strife. Half moon, hate to the daytime, blueberry knees feeling just fine, yeah. Break up down in the backyard. This simple season is all ours, yeah. Lake scene near deep in the stars. This simple season is all ours, yeah. Sweet love, kiss on the eyelid, bruised up, chasing the sky did. You say something about her, my legs brush up beside her. Too young, looking for trouble, new guy lost in the struggle. One more night in the backyard, this simple season. This simple season is all ours, this simple season is all ours. This simple season is all ours. This simple season is all ours.
All right, so my name is Logan Nakamoose, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about senior leadership projects and kind of give an idea into the thinking that is behind them and what goes into a senior leadership project. So I'll start by talking a little bit about mine. Mine all started with a vision. I wanted to think of an organization that had given so much to me so that I could give something back to it. And for me, this was Boy Scouts. I joined Boy Scouts the summer after my 8th grade year, and I learned so many skills through becoming an Eagle Scout that I feel like I can apply to my future endeavors in life. And so I wanted to figure out how I could, give something back to this. And one of the things that I felt like was lacking when I joined Boy Scouts was clarity in what the expectations were and what exactly you were getting into when you signed up for Boy Scouts. So what I did is I set up kind of an informational type of thing where I could inform people who had questions about Boy Scouts and inform them on what the program means to me and what it can do for them. So through my leadership project, I was able to help just a lot of people understand more about Boy Scouts and kind of what it means. I know that getting up and going to 7:30 meetings is not everybody's favorite thing to do on different Tuesday mornings, but I think that once we get to the end of the year here and we see all those poster boards out there in the hallway, we really see how much of a difference we make in the community, and I think that that's something that's pretty inspiring. We see that all this community impact really does matter, and as we continue to go out into the next 20, 30, 40 years here and expand our spheres of influence, I think there's a lot that we can do, and that's pretty exciting. So at this time, I would like to invite Murali to talk about Meghna and Murali's leadership project.
Good evening. My name is Murali Singaraju, and my partner Meghna Anita and I did a project called Feel the Warmth. Meghna and I both knew from the beginning that we wanted to make a meaningful impact in the community by helping those in need have proper resources such as food and clothing. After researching, we decided to help out Kindred Family Focus, a foster home for kids of all ages in Roseville, with small branches in St. Paul and Minneapolis. Kinder Family Focus serves nearly 900 children annually and 200 children daily. After contacting the manager, Meghna and I decided to make holiday gift bags consisting of a homemade card and candy to bring holiday cheer. We also held a winter clothing drive since the foster home did not have enough money to buy new winter clothing items for their children. I am thrilled to announce that our goal of 200 was surpassed by a surplus of nearly 100 more items consisting of hats, gloves, scarves, and boots. After our project was completed, Kinder Family Focus sent us letters of gratitude to thank us for bringing happiness to their children and for providing them with enough resources for next year. I realized that after doing this project that our happiness is often associated with the most expensive objects. But for these kids who don't experience joy often, all it took was a small gift bag. I want to encourage others, as well as NHS juniors, to help foster home kids, as they are often forgotten in society. These homes often run out of money and cannot provide their children with resources for good education and the things we often take for granted. I want to first thank NHS for giving me this opportunity and my family for helping me organize and make gift bags. I want to thank my partner, Meghna, for this great experience. And lastly, to everyone in the community who made a generous contribution to help make this project a great success. Thank you, and I hope you all have a great night.
All right, now Amber will be coming up and talking about her senior leadership project.
Hi, my name is Priya George.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Paige Getters. 4 years ago, I entered high school wanting to make long-lasting relationships, but this wasn't limited to only the relationships with my peers. In 2013, I began volunteering for Hammer Residences, an organization whose mission is to help people with intellectual disabilities live life to the fullest. I'm a direct service volunteer with a woman named Carla. We usually walk to Caribou, go to movies, fish, go out to eat, or just play card games at her house. I've also attended a couple of her Special Olympic events, which are always super fun. Carla lives with 3 other housemates with disabilities in Rockford, and we're all very close friends. This year, while thinking of our NHS Senior Leadership Project, Priya, Amber, and I realized that these women deserve a celebratory and joyous holiday season more than anyone else. I contacted a woman named Kathy Toma, who directs events and volunteering at Hammer Organization, and we organized 3 different holiday parties, one at Rockford Residence, one at the Black Oaks Residence, and another at the Unity Residence, in which we invited people from all around the area with developmental disabilities to attend.
I really wanted to do something involving music for our senior service project, so I was on the lookout for someone else in NHS who loved to perform, and I found Paige. And then with Amber, we became a group of 3 and found a way to weave together both music and the women at Hammer Residence homes together. And so when we went to the homes, Paige and I would sing songs for the ladies. We played instruments and we had some sing-alongs. And then afterwards, we would make some hot cocoa and make some crafts together. So we made snowmen from tea lights, and we made some jingle bells, which all the women hung up on the trees. And it was really fun and great to see how focused the women were on their projects and how proud they were afterwards. I think it's safe to say that all 3 of us were really happy to do this project. It was a lot of fun, and I think the senior service project shouldn't feel like mandatory service hours. So if you can find something you're passionate about and implement it into a project, it's really fun.
Through our senior leadership project, we had the amazing opportunity to interact, sing, and make crafts with developmentally disabled women at Hammer Residences. Besides realizing that I have some really talented friends, I and all 3 of us learned a lot through our experiences at Hammer. When you think of a senior, or you think of a leadership or service project, many people think that you should be helping other people, and it's true. The around 20 women with mental disabilities at the Hammer Residences greatly benefited from this project. However, we would argue that the main beneficiaries of this project were us. We gained a lot of insight from this experience that really opened our eyes to the realities these women face. They inspired us with all the things they're able to do, their positive attitudes, and their willingness to tackle any challenges we may have presented them with. It was so rewarding to see all the looks of happiness on the women's faces when they finished difficult tasks with certain crafts, or how determined they were to have the little earmuffs on the tea light snowmen line up perfectly. These women made us realize that there's no limit to friendship, and life's simplest things can mean a whole lot to someone, especially during the holiday season. We, as high schoolers, don't often get exposure to adults with developmental disabilities, which is why it's so important to remember that there are many people, like women at the Hammer residences, who are successful in important parts of our wonderfully diverse society. Thank you.
All right, so sorry for the false alarm. Now we will be presenting the senior chords. So seniors, you can line up along the side, and you'll walk across the stage, and you'll be handed a chord, and then you can sit down. You ready? All right. To begin, Carrie Anderson. Carrie will be attending the University of Nebraska-Omaha, and her major is currently undecided. Meghna Anita. Meghna will be attending the University of Minnesota. Emily Anderson. Emily will be attending St. Thomas, where she plans to study to become an elementary school teacher. Sarah Bangan. Sarah will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, where she plans to study electrical engineering. Smita Bupattaraju. Smita will be attending Cornell University, where she plans to study psychology. Gari Benoy. Gari has not finalized her plans for next year, but she plans on majoring in biochemistry for a pre-med track. Gabrielle Bobkin. Gabrielle will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, where she plans to double major in chemical engineering and chemistry. Kylie Bolter. Kylie will be attending the University of Iowa, where she plans to major in creative writing and communications with a focus in film. Emily Braddock. Emily will be attending Indiana University, Kelley School of Business, where she plans to major in finance and entrepreneurship. Nicole Verua. Nicole is attending the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, where she plans on studying sociology of criminology, deviance and law, and psychology. Anna Baumgartner. Anna will be attending the College of St. Benedict, and she plans to be a major in nursing. She also plans to study to be a physician's assistant. Lane Burdett. Lane will be attending Drake University. She plans to double major in business and communications with a minor in Spanish. Kristen Bush. Kristen will be attending the University of Chicago. She plans to major either in biology or public policy/political science. Brennan Campbell. Brennan will be attending St. Thomas, and his major is currently undecided. Angela Cow. Angela will be attending the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, where she plans to major in chemistry on a pre-pharmacy track. Josh Chang. Josh will be attending the University of Minnesota, where he plans to pursue a business degree. Jessica Chow. Jessica will be attending the University of Minnesota, where she plans to study biochemistry and minor in finance in hopes of becoming a pediatrician. Emilia Chayhowski. Emilia will be attending St. Olaf College, and her major is currently undecided. Kaylee Debelak. Kaylee will be attending Luther College, where she plans to study psychology and pre-physical therapy in hopes to become a physical therapist. Sally Dorr. Sally will be attending Elon University, where she plans to study elementary education. William Drew. William will be attending Harvard University, where he plans to study neurobiology and computer science. Hannah Emmons. Hannah will be attending Northwestern University, where she plans to study something in the arts and sciences. Noelle Farmer. Noelle will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, where she plans to study psychology. Mitchell Faust. Mitchell will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, where he plans to major in engineering. Allie Franta. Allie will be attending the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, where she plans to study nursing. Priya George. Priya will be attending the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, where she plans to double major in biology and global studies with a minor in public health.
Next we have Ethan Glasser. He will be studying engineering at either Ohio State or Purdue. For his future plans, he's unsure, but would like to do something with math. Next, we have Paige Getters. She will be attending Chapman College next year on the pre-law track. Next is Lily Gray. She'll be attending UW-Madison to study political science and history with a possible minor in social psychology. Next is Sarah Heyman. Will be attending the University of Minnesota on the pre-med track. Next is Isabella Hembry-Condit. She'll be attending Carleton College to study the social and natural sciences. Ben Hendrich will be attending UW-Madison to study engineering. Henna Hussein will be attending the University of Southern California to study international relations with an emphasis on global business. Bobby Isbell will be attending St. Olaf College to study history or political science, business, or econ on the pre-law track. Shamli Jadhav will be attending University of Minnesota Twin Cities, studying bio or biochem on the pre-med track. Mahek Jahan will be going to St. Olaf on the pre-med track as a psych major. Madeline James will be attending Marquette University to study elementary education and Spanish. Connor Jetty will be studying Northeastern and will be going to London to study for his first semester, and he will be studying finance. Libby Johnson will be attending the University of Michigan to study math or economics. Abhi Kamboj will be attending the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign and will study computer science and engineering. Priya Kanajam will be attending University of Minnesota Twin Cities, majoring in biology with a minor in public health on the pre-med track. Leah Kasner will be attending the University of Minnesota with an undecided major. Samuel Kim will be attending Northwestern University to study chemical engineering. Jake Clayman will be attending the University of Maryland to major in public policy and a language. Ava Klein will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison to study elementary education and then eventually become a teacher. Thomas Lacombe will attend the University of Michigan to study political science and economics, and eventually would like to work at the Federal Reserve. Trip Lavely will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison to study political science. Magdalena Liali will be attending Winona State University to become a nurse. Sam Lettenberger will be attending University of Wisconsin-Madison with an undecided major. Abby Lee will be attending the University of California, Berkeley on the pre-med track with a minor in economics. Sarah Linderwell will attend North Dakota State University to study something science-related.
Alyssa Marquette will be attending Northeastern University in Boston, planning on majoring in health science on a pre-med track. Sarah Marshall will be attending the University of Minnesota, going into the nursing program with a possible minor in Spanish to become a pediatric nurse. Mallory Marshall will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison to become a physician's assistant after studying biology. Scott McCullough will be attending school at the University of Minnesota Twin Cities and plans to study chemical engineering. Paige McLaughlin plans to attend the University of Denver to study marketing. Dhruv Mehti plans to go to the University of Minnesota Carlson School of Business to become an entrepreneur and to create his own company. Kim Nguyen wants to go to the University of Minnesota Carlson School of Management to major in finance. Sharon Ogata wants to go to the University of Minnesota Twin Cities to study genetics and global health with a minor in Spanish. Jack Olmanson is going to the University of Notre Dame, and he wants to study either engineering or applied mathematics. Ellie Olmanson will be attending the University of Michigan and plans to double major in business and biology. Olivia Olson plans to attend the University of Minnesota Twin Cities to study nutrition and food systems. Cedar Pelayo plans to attend the University of Minnesota in the College of Biological Sciences, and he plans to go into medical school. Kishan Patil is attending the University of Minnesota Twin Cities with an undecided major. Lisa Pekarovsky is going to the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, studying biology and either going into medicine or research. Megan Peterson will be attending Cornell University in Ithaca, New York, and plans to major in biology with a concentration in genetics and genomics. Allie Phillips is attending the University of Maryland and plans on studying early education or psychology. Kate Peering is not able to be with us tonight. Carly Quast plans to attend the University of Notre Dame and plans to swim there and would like to become an occupational therapist. Akshay Raman plans to attend the University of Minnesota to study biomedical engineering. Sandhya Ratnam plans to attend the University of Minnesota to study computer science and start a business. Ellie Ronning plans to attend Augustana University and wants to major in biochemistry and become a doctor. And Aaron Rupe plans to attend Northeastern University to study business. Ashmita Sarma plans to attend the University of Minnesota Twin Cities and major in computer science.
All right, Lexi Schaff is going to be swimming at Cornell University next year and wants to study to be biology to be a sports medicine doctor. Amber Schaff is attending Carlson School of Management at the University of Minnesota Twin Cities to major in management information systems. Jessica Schlunt is attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison to double major in pharmacy and Spanish, planning to go to medical school. All right. Megan Schumacher is attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and she's planning to major in neurobiology. Carly Schweitzer is attending the Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, and is going to be studying math and wants to be happy when she grows up. She wrote that. I thought that was very nice. Okay. Penkiel Shah is attending the University of Minnesota Twin Cities College of Science and Engineering and is going to major in computer science. Mackenzie Sheehy is attending the University of Minnesota and is planning to major in biology and hopes to become a genetic counselor. Allison Scholl is attending the University of Minnesota and will be studying management information systems and hopes to be involved with business. Murali Singaraju is hoping to study public health and is attending the University of Minnesota. Aditya Sitaram is attending the University of Minnesota and is going to major in management information systems. Dee Dee Sperry is attending the Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, and plans to major in public health with a master's in public health. Ryan Steen hopes to major in economics and finance next year. Camden Sundin is going to be attending the University of Minnesota Twin Cities for a major in mechanical engineering. Daniel Erke is attending Yale University to study computer science and would like to be an intellectual property attorney for a software company. Matthew Erke is attending Duke University to study mechanical and aerospace engineering and hopes to work in the aerospace industry, possibly SpaceX. Ethan Weike is attending the University of Nebraska-Lincoln and hopes to be an architect. Shannon Werstein is attending the University of Minnesota Twin Cities and plans to major in biology and later go to grad school. Abby Westman is attending Chapman University and wants to study media arts to hopefully become an animator. Jacob Wilson is attending the University of Minnesota Duluth to study computer science. Kyle Woods is attending Indiana University Bloomington to study business. Tyler Young is attending Indiana University and is pursuing a degree in finance. Mina Yan will be attending the Stanford University next year and plans to study economics and go on the pre-med track. And finally, Melissa Zhang is attending the University of Minnesota next year and wants to study biochemistry with a pre-med track.
Good evening. We have 4 more seniors to recognize here. Emma Bernard is going to be planning to go to the University of Minnesota and studying engineering. And Logan Nakamoose is going to the UW-Madison for chemical engineering. He plans on studying neurosurgery, but he also has a high interest in outer space.
Varun Dabade will be attending St. Olaf. He's just written this right now as we were speaking, with a major in psychology and neuroscience. And last but certainly not least, Grace Albright will be attending University of Madison studying neurobiology. The final part of our program will have our officers bringing up our new officers for our next school year.
All right, so when we call your name, please come on to the stage and we'll probably take pictures at the end. So this first officer, she has participated in hockey, track and field, and YES. If she were to have lunch with any celebrity, she would have lunch with Steve Carell. Her favorite subject in school is painting, and one word that describes me is gregarious. Ritika Chakravarti.
This next person, boy or girl, was in Boy Scouts, was an Eagle Scout, was in jazz band, Science Olympiad, badminton, which he or she joined recently, and is in NHS. And then if this person could have The celebrity this person would want to have lunch with is Neil deGrasse Tyson. Favorite subject is school, chemistry. Beg to disagree. One word that describes this person is loyal. And this person is Anish Puri.
All right, at school, this person is a part of the cross-country team, a member of the band program, and in the group, she's the first. Outside of school, this person plays soccer and actively trains service dogs. If this person could have lunch with one celebrity, it would be definitely Emma Watson, for obvious reasons. And this person's favorite subject in school is math, and one word to describe this person is versatile. This person is Noah Lindemann.
All right, finally, the last officer for tonight participates in cross-country, track, link, peace, Sunday school teacher with kids with disabilities, passion play, student director at church, and a core team member at their church. If they could go to lunch with any celebrity, they would have lunch with Ed Sheeran. Their favorite subject in school is chemistry, and one word to describe that person is compassionate. That person is Kaylee Dome.
All right, I'm going to make them stand up there uncomfortably just for a minute longer. I'm Gretchen Minnick, and this is Kristen Lundahl. We are the advisors of this wonderful group, and we just want to close with, we thank you for a great year, and we're really proud of the work that you guys did, seniors, and we look forward to hearing the fantastic things that you're going to go off and do in your futures. Thank you, officers, for working with us and leading the group, and we really look forward to working with you, new officers. Thank you all for joining us. Please make sure that you go and check out the work that they did and enjoy the refreshments out there. Thank you.